What's going on? Just for your information, I'm videotaping this for my own security.
Okay, that's fine.
My first question is
well, so that's fine.
Why are you stopping me?
I'm stopping you today because your rear license plate light isn't illuminated. There's supposed to be 2 license plate lights on there, and none of them are working.
Okay.
Do you have your insurance and license on you today?
I'm not. This car is not for hire whatsoever.
It's not for hire.
This car is not for hire. I am not using the public roads for any commercial commerce whatsoever.
Okay, well that's not in question.
That is in question because you're working under color of law, and that's why you stopped me. These are public roads out here, so there's absolutely no reason for you to stop me unless there was...
What is against the law? You have to have a license plate light on your rear license plate.
Ordinance.
That's an ordinance, that's not a law.
No, it's a federal mandate. Do you have your license and insurance on you today?
I'm not doing this today. That's a statute and code which you're enforcing under color of law.
You have your license and insurance today.
This car is not for hire. I'm not a driver. This isn't a passenger, and I'm not moving anything. No, I'm traveling. I am not driving.
I'm gonna need your license and insurance.
Not if I'm not driving. You have absolutely no reason to pull me over whatsoever.
You are driving.
I'm not driving.
You want to come out here for I can get your information then?
No, I'm traveling right now.
Step out here.
There's absolutely no reason for me to step out. If you don't know the law, I would ask that you would call somebody right now that does know the law. Because you're working under color of law right now, and that is absolutely not applicable to me under any circumstances whatsoever. Not even in the slightest. It's not a law. That's you're talking about the revised statutes and ordinances, which are only for 14th Amendment citizens. And I'm telling you right now, this car is not for hire. So if you don't understand the law, call somebody that does. We are well adversed and understanding of what's going on at this point.
Okay.
So right now,
I'm gonna have somebody coming.
Yes, I would greatly appreciate that. I apologize. I don't mean to be ignorant whatsoever, but you're absolutely outside of your jurisdiction right now.
All I need is your license and insurance.
You're outside of your jurisdiction right here. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You're trying to contract with me.
Not where I seen the infraction happen. I was in my jurisdiction.
You're on public roads. These are publicly owned roads. You guys don't own these roads. How can you cause an infraction?
Just give me your insurance and license, and we'll go from there.
No, because that starts a contract, and I am not contracting.
I can arrest you right now for invading a police investigation.
There's no investigation because there's no crime.
There is.
Who's
What's
the victim?
The crime?
It's for having your license.
Who's the victim?
A crime has to have a victim.
Yeah, the victim would be the city of Bella Villa.
Let them come talk to me then.
That's who I am.
Okay, how did I wrong you?
You wronged me by not having a license plate light on the rear of your vehicle.
That hasn't caused any injury or harm whatsoever.
It doesn't matter, sir. Neither does speeding.
That's a crime.
It's causation. There's 5 causes for causation.
5 causes for causation.
Okay.
I'm standing under a common law jurisdiction, and you're coming up here with color of law, color of authority, if you understand those terms, and that is not applicable to me in the slightest bit at all.
But it is.
How?
Because you are driving on a public street.
You're still saying driving, which is a commercial term, under Missouri revised statutes inside. It's in there. It's all written out.
Okay. Well,
I'm traveling. There's no laws against me traveling. Nothing has been harmed. No one has been harmed.
Okay.
Outside of your jurisdiction completely.
Okay.
The only reason I stopped is because you're armed. That's it. I'm here under duress at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have an assist car come. So when he gets here, we'll have you step out, and we'll figure it all out. Okay?
You're not pushing me around trying to intimidate me like that. I'm explaining to you right now. If you don't know that, then that's fucked up. Extremely messed up.
Your surety bond is in jeopardy if you're operating outside of your oath of law, sir.
I am not, though.
You are, because you swore an oath.
Law and color of law are 2 separate things, sir.
Extremely. You're pushing for admiralty maritime law, which is all tied into contract law, which is why you're asking me for my stuff right now, because that starts the contract. There are no contracts tonight. I refuse to contract. This piece of machinery, which is my traveling conveyance, is not a motor vehicle. I'm not a driver. He's not a passenger. There is no cargo. There is no commerce being made right now. Do you understand that?
I understand that you are driving a motor vehicle.
What does driving mean? And
How can you make summary?
Why is this a motor vehicle? What does that mean?
It's 4 tires, 2 tires.
No, sir. You're operating under color of law. You need to know legal definitions of motor vehicle, sir.
Yes. It's all written out.
You have to correctly articulate why we are being pulled over for a crime. There is no victim. There is no crime, sir.
That's all I'm saying. I apologize if this comes off rude or anything like that, but this is the law.
Well, you do understand that all I was going to do is check your license, see if you were valid, and then I was probably going to let you on your
We're doing this for a point, sir. We're doing this for a point, sir.
We are definitely doing this for a point. This is
What's your point?
Absolutely absurd to be stopped by somebody who wants to contract with me. It's 11 o'clock at night. Who the fuck is doing contracts at 11 o'clock at night?
Well, we're out 24/7, sir. Law enforcement is out 24/7.
Then enforce law. You are enforcing code, which has no jurisdiction over us, sir. Code is commercial. We are private individuals, sir.
It's super simple, and it's exactly what you signed up for. Exactly. You signed up to help the community.
I had probable cause to stop this vehicle.
That's not probable cause whatsoever.
I asked you for your license and your insurance, and you haven't provided that. So technically now you are invading a police investigation.
Where is that required under law, sir? That would have been an illegal search, sir.
How are you? I'm just going to run through this really quick because I've explained it to him and he seems to have sidetracked the whole thing. This privately owned conveyance is not for hire. It's not a motor vehicle. I am not a driver. This is not a passenger. I am not using the publicly owned roads for commerce right now. He pulled me over because there's a light out of my car on the back somewhere, not a brake light, not a stop light, not a turn light. It's for the license plate. And I'm simply saying, I'm not contracting tonight. I refuse to contract. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Nothing to do with the reason that
That's
he stopped you, though.
everything.
The reason he stopped you was your license plate light. So.
Which means you have no jurisdiction because that is ordinance. That is not law.
Yes.
You're right. That is an ordinance, and you can be written for that, and you can be arrested for that as well.
If we are in your jurisdiction, sir.
If you are inside of your jurisdiction. Right now, we are operating under common law, and you're pushing color of law, which, if exposed inside of the courts, relinquishes you of your surety bond easily in a 3-step process. Super easy to do.
Okay, so
all I'm saying is this car is not contracting. This isn't a motor vehicle. I'm not a driver. He's not a passenger. There's nothing that I'm moving right now to create commerce outside on the public roads over here.
okay.
So all I want to know is why there's 2 armed individuals standing outside of my car trying to contract with me.
The reason is you're not giving us your information. We just want to know who you are.
Where under law is that required?
Okay, well, you're against an ordinance right now by having that license plate.
Ordinance, which is administrative, which is not criminal. There is no injury. There is no victim.
There is no injury. There is no problems. There's nothing that has happened. I have not incited on anyone else's rights right now.
I'm not here to trample on your rights or anything, okay?
You're here to contract with me, and that's what I'm asking you. I don't want to contract. Not for hire whatsoever. every time you write a ticket, if you don't understand this, you're pushing inside of Admiralty Maritime Law, which is all about contracts. It's a contract.
We don't have a personal
me.
relationship, which means this is business, which means it's contract.
Very much so.
All right, do you want to step out and talk to me real quick?
I'm talking to you right now. I've explained everything that I possibly need to. Outside of this, you are showing me personally that you're operating under color of law. And that is a very, very harsh thing to come upon common law, because it has no jurisdiction whatsoever.
Okay.
And administratively is easily overturned.
All right, I'm going to ask you one more time. All I'm asking for is your license, okay?
I'm asking for why I should give it to you.
I just told you why.
That's
What
not
law?
a reason.
You're violating an ordinance, and we need to identify you.
Which you have no jurisdiction by ordinance, sir.
Why don't I have jurisdiction?
Because that is by contract. It's jurisdiction is not geographical. It is by classification, which has to do with someone's allegiance to that body that made that jurisdiction. We have no contract with you.
None.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Step out of the vehicle and identify yourself, okay? And you're refusing.
There is absolutely no reason that I'm being stopped by two armed gentlemen right
There is
now
a reason, and I
on the
told you
public
there is.
roads. How do you guys don't own these? How can you cause an infraction or write a ticket for something that you don't own?
No contract.
None.
Okay.
You have to have an initial contract to enforce it.
All right, why don't you turn your car off for me real quick?
It's running, it's fine. It's got a weird thing on there, so I'd rather not, to be honest with you. I'm fine. I am a peaceful person. The only reason I didn't pull over is because you have arms. Are we doing okay?
We're doing fine.
So, I'd love for this to be a little part of the video where I explain things a little bit more.
I think it was all explained.
But when he
rather
comes
well.
back, I should have informed him that we were taping, just so he knows.
You already informed his agent. Informing an agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent.
This is fun.
It's all right. We've been doing it.
I've never got to do it like this before. Is your door locked?
Yeah.
Did you see him? He went right for my door when he
He
came
did.
in. I was like, what are you doing? He was rattled too, man. I was like, you fucking rookie. This is your first goddamn day on the job.
Dude, that's ridiculous. He tried to actually enter the car.
It just seems like they're so coerced in procedure. And I'm trying to like say my piece and like,
Well,
but
that's
I don't
all
want
they
to be
know.
rude, but
That's all they know. You think they would be exposed to anything else but their procedure? They don't look for anything else. They know that that's what gets their paycheck, and that's what buffers the judge's retirement fund.
it's two dummies in a row. I wonder if they're going to bring somebody else that knows law.
They bring in 3. It's bad business for them.
Why is that?
What is it? Party 2+1. Man, it's Title 13, 241, 242. Or no, Title 18, Chapter 13, 241, 242. It's about intimidation. Basically, it's highwaymen. Matter of fact, next time they decide to talk to you, if they're going to force you in a contract, ask for their business card, ask for their name, their badge number, business card.
Oh, that's what I forgot when they first walked up. I should ask for name and badge number.
Yeah.
If you're watching this at home, name and badge number right off the bat. Lock them into that. Stay strong, honey.
kid in the back seat, the one in the belly, is gonna need you.
We're doing it for you, Han Solo. Should we go straight to the, are we being detained?
Yeah, it's almost that time. Am I being detained? Well, I don't know. They're still stuck on that ordinance thing to where they believe that's a crime, to where they're being detained is something that's viable.
I'm glad we pulled over to McDonald's. This place looks bad.
Don't go to McDonald's. Get your GMO somewhere else tonight. Can't believe that dude tried getting in the car. What is he doing? That's insane. I should put this thing on pause. What button does that?
Just